Hello Capricorns, it is AD with kayxztarot and I'm going to be doing your yearly reading. You guys get a little bit of a different format because I don't know what happened. I literally recorded y'all's video. I remember it distinctly because I gave a shout out to my friend. I exported and everything, and then somebody was like, where's the Capricorn video? And I was like, I don't know, and I had already wiped off my memory card, so I guess that message just wasn't for y'all, so it's cool or whatever. I'm happy that you get to look at my beautiful face during this reading. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get into it. I did notice while I was pre-shuffling though, like, oops, sorry, really like great major energies coming through. I do remember, see, look, there we go, with oops, sorry, the Wheel of Fortune. Sorry, I'm like still figuring out how this camera works as far as like the focus and all that good shit. But I'm all over the place. I'm so scattered. But thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to check out the description box for contact information on how to book personal readings with me. Also like my Instagram and just shit like that. Any questions that you have about my decks or crystals, all that information will be there. And then always feel free to ask in the comment section. I really do thank you guys for your patience, particularly because you guys didn't have a video. And like I said, that was just so fucking bonkers to me. But, you know, everything happens for a reason. So no sweat, alright? So let's see what's going on for our Capricorns for the year 2019. Capricorns 2019. 2, whoops. 1, yeah, and that was the hair font that just tried to pop out in the Ace of Wands. So like, I don't know, and I kept seeing the hair font while I was pre-shuffling also, and it was just kind of like, that has to do with traditions, could be connecting with a Taurus or somebody with some Taurian energy, but you're just dealing with tradition, following in those steps, which is very comfortable for a Capricorn. So possibly you could be receiving like new information. I kept seeing the Wheel of Fortune come up a whole bunch of times too. So like, as far as like the Wheel of Fortune is concerned with you guys, it's just like, that's a big deal, you know, especially when it comes to tradition, especially when it comes to family, especially when it comes to the status quo. That's where Capricorns thrive. So when you see the Wheel of Fortune in that particular sect happening, I think that you guys are in line for a pretty big year, as long as you evolve with those lessons that you were supposed to evolve from last, you know, go around. All right, so let's see. So boom, look, we have the Ace of Wands. Sorry, let me just make sure that this is just focus. That's too close. Alright, I'll just have to hold it here. I'm still figuring it out, so thank you. But alright, so here we have the Ace of Wands as the underlying energy. So again, new exciting creativities, passions, lust for life is kind of what I'm getting, Capricorn. So I just see you guys are really like getting down into it, getting to that nitty gritty. You guys are starting to realize new things about yourself that you would like to see and practice and in play. And so I think a lot of you guys are going to be experiencing this energy of newness, freshness. You know, if you've been doing something for a long time, you're suddenly going to have like this new spark of energy that's going to make you want to keep going. You're going to want to fan those flames, okay? Keep legacy, longevity, right, is what we also get with the hair font too. Okay, so look, boom, January we have the Ace of Pentacles. February, the 10 of Cups. Ooh, the 3 of Cups in March. April, we have the 8 of Swords. May, we have the 8 of Wands. All right, 8 and 8. Completion, cycles, infinity, right? What is that? Are we on June? June, we have the 7 of Cups. July, we move into the Ace of Cups. This beautiful reading. A lot of newness. And then we have Temperance for August. Sagittarian energy. The Emperor, alright, Aries, Taurus energy in September. October, we have the 9 of Wands. November, the Page of Wands. Alright, and then we close it off in December with the Sun card. So, really big year I'm kind of getting for you guys, Capricorns. Some opportunities. Oops. Sorry, some opportunities are going to be presenting themselves. You know, it's up to you if you're going to take them or not. You know, starting off with January as we move into this Ace of Pentacles card here. So what's happening is just kind of like, I just want to make sure that it's in focus. I'm sorry. What's happening here is an opportunity is going to present itself that has the potential to last a long period of time. So this is Pinnacle energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy, something where you're going to put all of those eggs into that basket. You're going to make sure that it's long term. This has to deal with typically finances, but mostly the material world. So home, anything that you can touch, anything tangible. So an opportunity could be presenting itself at the beginning of the year that's really going to take you throughout, to me, the next 20-year cycle. So be very careful about really being in tune with yourself, Capricorn, because you're just as spiritual as the next guy, you know. It's just like, so be really in tune with those signs and those vibrations on how to move forth with the opportunity that's presenting itself, because that, you know, there's just a lot of newness here. Like, I can't get over that. It's such a beautiful year with some, you know, dark points, but hey, that's life. Okay, so in February we move into the 10 of Cups, so real extreme happiness. A lot of you guys are going to be getting what you want. I know this isn't the 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, but it's as close as you can get, right? So I mean, it's better than that. This is wish fulfillment. This is an overall happiness to be with your friends and your loved ones. Just a really great kind of energy here that's moving into February. Just overall happiness, and with going into March with the 3 of Cups, I really think that your social status is going to change, or you're going to meet new friends, meet new people. You're going to be in the know, you're going to be in the vibe with, you know, people who are similar, like your pack of elephants, the people who you travel with, the people that your tribe, that is going to help you out in the long run, especially when it has to deal with, to me, is career and passion is such a huge part of this year. I think that the people that you're going to be introduced to February and March are going to serve a purpose in furthering you and helping you in your career in the long term. Okay, so April, we hit a little bit of a pitfall, okay, Capricorn? So we start to get in our heads a little bit, right, with this 8 of Swords. So we start to believe things that aren't true. We start to hammer. We start to get really down into the details and things that don't matter to take away from our project and what it is that we're working on. And it's really this self-defeatist attitude that you can get trapped in. But there's no point in getting trapped in it, Capricorn. You got to release this. You know, you got to move. You got to keep shooting with this 8 of Swords. You can't stay stuck in this by any means. You know, like, it's important to make sure that you do you. It's important to make sure that you understand that you're on the right path. You know, it might get dark. A lot of people are going to be having a crazy spring, summertime. It seems like you're following into that category with a lot of like action, communication. I just feel like, you know, you're going to hit a blissful period, and then a lot of shit is going to start happening really quick, and you're going to be swept off of your feet. Stay grounded, Capricorn. That is where you shine. There's no need for you to feel overwhelmed. You guys are some of the most practical, down-to-earth, grounded people on the planet. So if anybody can get through a state of confusion, it is you guys, with hard work, dedication. So make sure that we, you know, try to stay out of this mindset that we're not good enough, that what we're doing is not going to amount to anything just because we don't see the results the way that we'd like to see it, Capricorn, right? Not everything has to do with status. Not everything has to do with impressing another person. You don't have to be the biggest person on campus. As long as you're doing what you need to do, you can be successful in doing that. Absolutely, Capricorn, okay? So yeah, so after that, in May, we have the 8 of Wands, communication, action, traveling. A lot of you guys are going to get going. I just see a spark of a lot of shit happening, okay? Like, you get out of your head, and you're half in your head because there's so many opportunities that have presented themselves. You're unaware of if it is the right opportunity that you thought it was, you know, or so on or so forth. Excuse me, sorry. But, you know, some of you guys are going to be traveling, receiving information, communicating, and it's just going to be a lot at one time. But I think this is a really positive This is a really positive, overwhelming. You guys are just going to be pretty saturated in your craft, in your art, and whatever it is that you want to do. You know, I'm sorry, I'm trying to make sure that the camera doesn't go off. So it is what you want to do as you're moving forward. I think that, excuse me, I think that it is important as you move forward to just keep your feet on the ground, because the one thing that I am noticing in this entire spread is the lack of earth energy. So, I mean, you have the Ace of Pentacles in January, but there's no other earth energy here, right? So, I mean, that means that you're in uncharted you're in uncharted territories, Capricorn. So just be aware, you know, if you need excuse me, stop, take a moment, meditate, check in with yourself, do that. Don't feel like you have to rush yourself through that process, right? Heal, okay? So June, we have the 7 of Cups. This is disillusionment, confusion. So many options are going to be presenting themselves. That's why I said the 8 of Wands to the 7 of Cups. That's just a lot of movement, a lot of happenings, okay, Capricorn? This is a really awesome energy because from this, you'll be able to make a decision. There are opportunities that are going to come from this confusion, and it's just because you are receiving so many opportunities at one time that, like, you have to make a decision, okay? But we get from the 7 of Cups to the Ace of Cups in July. So this is a beautiful transition because you pick one. Something presents itself that you like, that you find shiny. An opportunity presents itself that speaks to you, that resonates with you. So it seems like towards the summer, you're going to be all in. You're going to be balls deep into something that you enjoy with this Ace of Cups here. And this is a beautiful, this could be a connection. This could be a, you know, a romantic connection. It could be a friendship. It could be a contract. Just something that you love, something that you're emotionally tied to. Can deal with philanthropy, helping. For a lot of you, it'll be volunteering or giving of some sort is kind of what I'm getting. Maybe not for a lot, but for some of you, 1 or 2 of you, you're going to really fall in love with helping others and giving back to the community and what have you. So we do have the Ace of Cups here presenting itself in July. After kind of a lot of action, travel, and confusion, you could possibly meet somebody that lives, you know, far away. As you're out, you know, as you're out in the world and exploring, you could stumble upon somebody that really tickles your fancy, all right? And so that could lead to something more in the future, okay? So in August, we have Temperance. Could be connecting with a Sagittarius, you know, fire energy. That's why I'm like, this is all fire and it's pretty much all fire with a sprinkle of cups and some air, which is kind of interesting. But I feel like, and this is kind of intuitive, I feel like 2018 kind of dragged a lot of you guys, Capricorn, and you guys were forced to evolve even when you didn't want to. And so now you're coming back with a vengeance to do those things that you feel like you didn't do, or take up on those opportunities that you feel like you missed. There's just a fucking like bat out of hell energy that I'm getting for your 2019, as far as like there's just something that you have to prove. It could be to yourself, it could be to another person, but you guys are moving like you have something to prove, which, hey, I love it. So anyways, we have the Temperance coming up in August. So this is balance, higher elevation, achievement. Whatever connection that comes in with this Ace of Cups, be it romantic or financial, it seems like you're going to be presented with something that's going to help you elevate your consciousness as far as how you think. It's going to raise your vibration, Capricorns, and you're on track. I feel like finally you'll start to see some of the reaping some of the benefits of what it is that you've sown with this Ace of Pentacles here in January, which is absolutely beautiful. I said a lot during my readings, but I don't know. This is just a really positive reading. It seems like you step into a higher level of elevation. Some of you guys could truly be meeting somebody that means something to you, especially particularly in your career. It might not be romantic. It absolutely could, but you're going to be meeting of the minds and of the conscious of somebody who's going to help you, you know, reach this tempered and balanced state, which is absolutely beautiful here in August, okay? So then we move into the Emperor come September, all right? So I see a lot of you guys stepping into your throne, stepping into your power. You've earned it. You know, this is major arcana. We go from an Ace of Cups, an opportunity presenting itself, to Temperance, to the Emperor. So elevation to claiming your throne, you know, could be connecting with an Aries or a Taurus, okay? But you're really stepping into that patriarchal position, male or female, where you are the boss. You are laying down the law. You are focused on conquering, conquest. You're focused on getting what you want, and you're not going to take no for an answer, which to me is an absolutely beautiful thing, you know, especially when you're coming out here like a bat out of hell. Like, I can't say, you guys, you Capricorns just have something to prove. You have something to prove, and you guys are really working to prove that. And you know, with the sun being in December, I mean, I think that you're on track to getting what it is that you want. I think finally a lot of you guys are starting to understand what is it that you want, what is it that you, more importantly, what is it that you don't want, what is it that you're willing to put in to get to the place that you intend to get to. So, you know, more power to you. Obviously, it's all a journey. 2019 is just a chapter, and again, it's just going to be the building blocks for the next 20-year cycle of your life, and you guys are coming up with a fucking vengeance. You're going to look back 20 years later and you're like, look, I fucking put my foot into my success, you know? So Come October, we do have the 9 of Wands, so there's a defensive energy. A lot of you guys could feel like you're defending yourself against people, against thoughts, against ideas. But coming off of the Emperor, somebody could be questioning or challenging your authority, you know, your authority. And so you could be having to defend against that. The thing that I see about this combination, Capricorn, specifically with you, no shade, all love, you are one of my favorite signs, but be careful not to get in your way. Be careful not to be an asshole or a tyrant, my way or the highway. Make sure that you can still maintain a flexibility. Even if you are moving into control, you still have to know how to communicate with people. If you're an asshole or you're a bitch, nobody's gonna want to fucking work with you, and that's not what you want. You know, you want the best and the brightest. So just be mindful when this energy comes and people are critiquing you or what have you, that you're not so stuck on yourself or stuck on a feeling that you end up losing control in a way by, you know, being overly critical to people who can't do anything. Like, you don't want to turn people off from your cause, especially because it's such a beautiful cause. So that's just something to be mindful of. But there is certainly a defensive energy, and ironically it's sitting the way that's sitting on my table is it's sitting like this. So it just seems like, you know, you are going to have bouts of doubting yourself. Don't, okay? When those thoughts come in, you're on the correct path. You know, it might take a lot slower, but Capricorns are the most patient. Saturn is y'all's ruler. Y'all are the most patient sign of the zodiac, so you guys cannot complain about time. I'm sorry you don't get that luxury, because you guys understand time and construct and laying foundation and seeds a lot more than any other sign. So when you get impatient with yourself and you get impatient with your process, chill. Chill, okay? Don't do that. Don't get too overwhelmed, okay? So after this, we do move to the Page of Wands in November. So this is, again, another opportunity presenting itself as far as, like, you know, getting out there, doing your passion, your creativity. You know, could have to deal with a lot of passion, sexual energy, very masculine in tone, you know, as far as like that conquest. But it seems like you're going to be moving into a fresh opportunity. You're going to be so excited about something that comes up, all right? And I think it's about the project that you are embarking on, the one that you truly are embarking on, the one that you are embodying, the one that you are involved in, which is just gorgeous. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gorgeous. So I see you being extremely excited towards the end of this year about the prospects of 2020, 2021, your 5-year plan, your 10-year plan, or whatever. It seems like you're going to be really excited and invigorated by whatever that is to you. And then look, in December we move into the sun. So closing out back with y'all season again. You could be connecting with the Leo, but either way, you're feeling like a child. You're feeling radiant, darling. You're feeling happy, you know, like there is you'll be able to truly celebrate, you know, come the end of the year of the progress, because I do feel like this is an up and down year, just in the sense of you battling you. Capricorn battling self is just going to be a big theme this year. Capricorn battling patience, Capricorn battling stillness, right? Capricorn battling self. So just be aware of that, because you can easily fall into like these self-destructive patterns as far as like doubting yourself and not believing in yourself, and in doing so losing the lust for life, right? Shout out to Lana, but like losing the lust for life because you feel like nothing is happening the way that you want it to when you want it to happen. You know, doubt is the devil's playground. You know, don't let negativity, don't let those type of thoughts enter such a beautiful year. I mean, you guys are going to be meeting some really important people. I think that the people that you're going to come in contact with are really going to help you. If Capricorns are all about status and all about being, you know, seen and making sure that they can back it up, you're going to be meeting those people who are either there or on the same page as you to get there, you know, and that is a blessing, because it's very difficult to find people who, you know, get you on that level. All right, so I'm gonna pull one oracle card for you guys, or however many fly out rather, and then we'll be done. So thank you so much, Capricorn, for your patience. I truly appreciate it. All right. So here we have 31, and like in this picture, in this depiction, like let me see. It's too blurry. Golly, I gotta figure out this setting out. But basically, like, it's an uphill battle to like this orb, okay? And that's kind of what's happening. You're on the mountain. I don't think that you hit the orb this year. I don't think that you get the brownies. I don't think that you get the kudos. I don't think that you get the accolades per se. I think that you get the seeds for those this year. I think that you are well on your journey up this mountain to this orb. And so when you grab it, when you finally get it, I mean, I think that you'll really see at the end of this year, again with the Sun card, that you are very well on your track to live the life that you intend. And I mean, who doesn't want that, right? But just remember, as you go uphill, it is a battle. There's nothing easy about it. Keep your head up, you know to the grindstone, and it'll happen. It'll happen. Whatever you so desire will happen, Capricorn. So really amazing year. Really amazing year, guys. Thank you again so much for your patience. Please don't forget to check out the description box below for booking a personal reading with me, and just any old information. Don't forget to drop a comment, and yeah, that's it. See you soon. Peace, Cappies.